this video, we will take a close look at the 8 biggest celebrity narcissists, saving the most narcissistic one for last. Our first example of a celebrity narcissist, and perhaps one of the most well-known, is the artist and entrepreneur, Kanye West. Famous for his groundbreaking music and fashion ventures, West's behavior frequently exhibits a clear case of narcissism. With frequent public outbursts, and his infamous interruption of Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs, he demonstrates a strong need for attention and self-aggrandizement. His unfiltered rants, proclaiming himself the greatest artist of all time, illustrate an overinflated sense of self-importance, one of the hallmarks of narcissism. Next on our list is socialite and media personality Paris Hilton. Hilton's persona often exemplifies certain traits associated with narcissism. Her obsession with her public image is well documented. Her frequent posting of selfies, a modern manifestation of self-admiration, is a dead giveaway. Hilton's grandiosity, another key narcissistic trait, is often apparent in her behavior. She often uses her name and image as the main selling point. Paris's alleged lack of empathy was notably seen during her time on The Simple Life, where she often appeared indifferent to the difficulties faced by the ordinary people she interacted with. This attitude suggests a sense of superiority and a lack of concern for feelings, both of which are associated with narcissistic personalities. We continue with Andrew Tate. Known for his controversial online presence, Tate's public image and behavior often align with characteristics associated with narcissism. Tate's grandiosity is evident in his social media posts and interviews. His declarations, like referring to himself as an emperor or expressing views that suggest he believes he is superior to others because of his physical fitness and wealth, display an inflated sense of self-importance. His lack of empathy, another characteristic of narcissism, is displayed in his often controversial and inflammatory statements. Whether it's shaming people for their lifestyle choices or making derogatory remarks about those he perceives as less successful or ambitious, his insensitivity towards others' feelings is notable. Through self-promotion and the showcasing of his luxury lifestyle, he maintains an image of success and wealth, feeding into his need for constant admiration. Reality TV queen Kim Kardashian is another celebrity exhibiting narcissistic traits. With an empire built on self-promotion and image, Kardashian's constant documentation of her life and looks on social media platforms can be seen as an excessive need for admiration, a common trait among narcissists. Famed for her reality TV series, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, her life is an open book, with a level of self-disclosure that goes beyond the norm. This goes hand in hand with an obsessive cultivation of image. Whether it's sharing meticulously curated photos of herself on Instagram, or documenting her daily life and opulent lifestyle on her reality show, Kim's obsession with self-image isn't just a passion, it's her career. Furthermore, Kim has been known to make headlines with her extravagant demands, such as hiring a private island for her 40th birthday bash amidst a global pandemic. While many argue that Kim is just playing the game of fame, others see in her behavior the clear footprints of narcissism. Next we have Sheen. Charlie Sheen's public breakdown and his proclamation of being a warlock with tiger blood offer a fascinating look into a narcissistic personality. Sheen's grandiosity, coupled with an inability to tolerate criticism or perceived failures, are hallmarks of a narcissist. Embarking on the turbulent journey that is Charlie Sheen's public life, we see a landscape riddled with telltale signs of narcissistic behavior. Sheen's personal life has been marred by controversies, much of it playing out under the unforgiving spotlight of the media. The infamous period known as Sheen's public meltdown around 2011 provided a glaring glimpse into his possible narcissistic traits. His public dismissal of 2.5 Men creators and producers, complete with derisive nicknames, highlighted not only a lack of empathy but also a profound sense of entitlement, a key trait of narcissism. Sheen's penchant for substance abuse, while a separate issue in itself, has often been associated with narcissistic behaviors. We continue with Ellen DeGeneres. Famous for her charm and her "be kind" mantra, the image of Ellen presented to the public was that of a cheerful, benevolent figure. However, behind-the-scenes stories suggest a different narrative, one that aligns with certain traits often associated with narcissism. Throughout 2020, DeGeneres faced serious backlash as allegations of a toxic workplace environment behind the scenes of her show began to surface. Multiple employees came forward with stories of being treated with little respect or dignity, and the cheerful exterior began to peel back, revealing a lack of empathy and disregard for others, both traits often seen in narcissistic personalities. Furthermore, DeGeneres' reputation for not allowing staff to make eye contact with her suggests an inflated sense of self-importance. Next is Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, the harsh judge from American Idol and The X Factor, is renowned for his brutal criticisms. His apparent lack of empathy, coupled with his sense of superiority, align with traits commonly seen in narcissistic individuals. The notorious and often brutally candid Simon Cowell offers us another compelling case study in narcissistic traits. Cowell's public persona is built around his acerbic wit, his unflinching honesty, and an air of superiority that can often cross the line into narcissistic territory. As a judge, his criticisms often extend beyond the boundaries of constructive feedback into the realm of personal and hurtful comments. His seeming lack of concern for the feelings of contestants, fellow judges, and even the audience can be indicative of a narcissistic personality. Cowell's persona also exhibits a sense of grandiosity, another key characteristic of narcissism. His public declarations, like saying "I think I am the best," not only demonstrate an inflated sense of self-worth but also a need for admiration that often characterizes narcissistic individuals. Our final celebrity narcissist is Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States. Known for his grandiose behavior and lack of humility, Trump's narcissistic traits have been on full display throughout his time in the spotlight. His inflated self-perception is evident in his brash proclamations, with statements like "I am the best thing that's ever happened to the Constitution," "I'm, really smart," and "I alone can fix it." His need to always be the winner, combined with his tendency to belittle those who oppose him, are classic signs of narcissistic personality disorder. Trump's interaction with critics or opposition often reveals a lack of empathy, another narcissistic characteristic. His quickness to belittle or attack those who challenge him, as seen in his infamous Twitter rants, suggests an intolerance for criticism and a tendency to place himself above others. This behavior was highlighted during presidential debates, where he frequently interrupted and talked over his opponents. Trump's sense of entitlement is another aspect often linked with narcissism. His reluctance to concede defeat in the 2020 presidential election, coupled with baseless claims of election fraud, can be seen as an inability to accept personal failure. This goes hand in hand with a sense of superiority and belief that normal rules do not apply to him. Those are the biggest celebrity narcissists. Do you think we forgot someone? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want to learn more about narcissists and how to protect yourself from them, and continue with our video on the 10 best ways to recognize narcissists.